You're listening to Freak Fiction. Hey Freaklings, Mikey here. Are you a fanboy or girl with a comic book or collectible monkey on your back? Or do you need to buy your grandma a thoughtful gift for her birthday? Then Quizzies is the place for you. In Broken Arrow on Main Street, get lost in nostalgia and make some buddies along the way. Tell them the Freak sent you and watch them shake in their boots. Quizzies comics, collectibles, toys, video games, and other nerdy goodness. You know what? I'm just going to call it Quizzies. Hey everybody.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hello, Freaklings.
And welcome to another episode of Freak Fiction.
Hey, I'm Rudy Ramone.
I'm Adam Burr.
And I'm Mikey White.
And we did that in reverse.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Did you both say the same thing?
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't have a Coke. No, wait. Go. Jinx.
What?
Come on.
We didn't say the
We
same
didn't
thing.
say the same thing.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay. Let's check the
Sounded
playback.
like
Let's check the playback. Awesome. So yeah, it's another week of October, and it is unusually warm in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's...
Stupid.
I don't like it.
I was sweating my ass off this morning. So
Yeah, I woke up this morning and went to my parents' house. It was like 9, 10-ish. It was kind of cold, so I put like a sweater on.
Yeah.
And I started working outside, and I was like,
fuck yes.
I just took my shirt off and
Revealed the inner sexiness of Mikey.
my big old hairy belly.
Yeah, I went to work and it was cold as shit.
Hey, the dad bod is in now apparently.
I've got a grandpa bod.
Grandpa bod.
You've
like,
got a
maybe-
lost his job, Mr. Clean bod.
Oh man. I mean,
Right now,
I'm
you're just like laying around
not
waiting for your
overweight.
residuals check.
I'm not overweight, but
No.
I've got a little root beer belly, you know.
Yeah, when I woke up today, it was cold as shit, so I had my jacket on. And like driving home from work, like a bead of sweat, it's like drip, like I'm
Don't
like,
you hate
ah.
Oh yeah.
It's like last week kind of really teased us hardcore because it was like
Yeah,
chilly.
it was actually-
it was really
yeah.
it was like perfect.
It was like hoodie weather.
Yeah, it was perfect fall weather.
I love it, but nope.
Put your
not
hands in
today.
the holes of her sweater. Like that one song. I don't even know.
Man,
what's the
God
lyrics.
must really hate Oklahoma.
No, he's probably indifferent towards it. That's why.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic.
Or he just doesn't know it exists, and it's just.
Or maybe just God just doesn't exist. And
well, that's
weather's weather. Fuck
that's
it.
what I usually go with. Yeah, I don't believe in God. But
So...
that's a topic for another episode.
That's a topic we'll never have. Moving on. How's everybody's week?
It was pretty good, man. I was really sick yesterday. That's why we didn't. We were gonna record yesterday, but
Do you know how many messages I got because we're late, Mikey?
what?
I got 2 messages because we
hate
were
mail.
late.
All sorts of hate mail because of you. No joke.
Yeah.
You know, we usually do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyway.
Yeah.
What did they get in their panties all up, wadded up for? Is that the
He's
right
hardcore fan.
panty? What is it? You got your panties.
Panties in
in
a
a
bunch,
bunch,
or in
yeah.
a twist. It's
Yeah.
a regional thing, really.
Panties in a wad. That's what you said.
Panties. Well, you know.
They are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's the key.
Yeah, but this week actually went by like really slow. Like it feels like we haven't done an episode in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's like the exact opposite. It feels
Really?
like next one.
Yeah.
Of course, it's just my job.
Maybe you said it's like a relatively stress-free work week. Because mine was kind of like, mine sucks.
No, my job's always stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the only time it goes by quickly, but like I just hate every second of it. I'm like,
You get to do a lot of people.
yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, me neither, but like,
I
if I'm not working, I'm sleeping. And I hate it. Because it feels like the day's not productive. Just for
Yeah.
me, because I'm not doing anything that I
I'm the
want.
same way, dude. Like, cause I mean, I just started a new job. And it's really cool, and I mean it's super easy. So there's
That's another thing that's affecting
Kind of
us
learned
right
everything
now.
the first day, you know.
Mhm.
But it's weird, kind of getting back into that schedule of. I don't know.
Get up, move your butt.
Yeah, well, no, it's not really. I mean, I would do stuff and like little side jobs, and then
Yeah.
I worked for the temp agency. So,
Yeah.
but this is actually a
Prostitute.
yeah prostitute, a lot of that.
Yeah.
But
Now they're on
I
to us.
Saw a really good movie this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You're still-
Martian with Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, it looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that was
And
good.
it is really good. And I was surprised at how funny it was too.
Yeah.
There's a very nice sense of humor to it.
Yeah. Well,
It's consistent through the whole movie. It's not just like there's a few really funny parts. It's
The
like
rest is just like
it's pretty-
hardcore serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But very visually appealing, and it's kind of just cool idea. It's like
Well, it's Ridley Scott, so it's definitely gonna be visually appealing.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, most of it kind of just took place on Mars.
Yeah.
You know.
You'd assume something like that with the name of like. Martian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but the whole thing basically it was either between that and NASA.
Yeah.
But it was a really really good movie. I really enjoyed it.
So like, since you've actually seen it, was it like a cooler version of like the opening of I Am Legend with Will Smith? Was it like him like just surviving? And was it that?
No, it kind of
intriguing?
starts off and he's like with the team. I mean, I'm not giving anything away that wouldn't be.
Well,
on
yeah,
the
he's with a
trailer.
team, and then
He's with the team, and the big storm comes in, and they think that he gets killed, and they leave, like, because it's really bad, and then he wakes up the next day, and he doesn't have any way to contact anybody, and like there's not another thing coming to Mars for like another 4 years.
Yeah.
So he has to like plan out like rationing all the food that is on, and try to find some way to communicate. It's
Key tag from the trailer. He's gonna science the shit out of this.
yeah, exactly. That's
Which is a great.
there's
line.
man. I want to keep. I wish everybody would see it so I could talk about it more. But definitely go out and watch it. I highly recommend it. It's probably the only good movie out right now.
I've heard some
By your
people
opinion.
like some conspiracy theorists are like thinking it's based on a true story, like we've actually been to Mars and shit. I'm like, what? No,
It's a book.
maybe I don't know.
We
As far as we know, we haven't.
Yeah,
don't have the technology really.
I mean, as far as we know, we don't have the technology. Like,
We barely even have the
yeah.
technology to get to the fucking moon.
I mean,
Yeah.
well,
We rode there on aluminum foil.
Yeah.
like 70 years ago.
yeah, or like you hear some of the things that like people who work at Air Force bases and shit say like. They'll say straight up like some of those old dudes who come out and they don't have any reason to be like silent anymore. Like, if I'm gonna die in 5 years anyway, I'm just going to say all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And they basically say like some of those old guys will tell you straight up like they have stuff that makes Star Wars look tame in those bases. They have it's like it has to be at least a decade or two ahead of what they're currently giving us.
Yeah.
Because it's the military. They're
So
doing
you know what?
doing crazy shit.
Astronauts currently have the hoverboard. We don't.
They probably do.
Actually, Lexus made one.
Oh, they
Have
did.
you seen that?
Oh yeah, I
It's
totally
like a
forgot
whole
about that.
video, like,
Oh.
and it's like I don't think is it an electromagnet? But you can only use it like on surfaces that.
Oh yeah.
I saw a guy like
it's
skateboarding
like a track
it.
or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
But we'll save that for next week.
Yeah.
yeah. Back to the Future.
Back to the past of the
Back
future.
to the past.
Those-
And then I rewatched American Psycho, which I haven't seen since I was
Great movie. Good
a
book.
long time.
It's a book, people.
And dude, that movie is just so messed up. Like, even the music's kind of like creepy because it's like there's like one part where he's like walking in the hall and it's like I'm walking on sunshine, oh, and he's just listening to his earbuds like just
Well,
kind of messed up.
headphones.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the 80s. Earbuds weren't around.
No one says headphones anymore.
I do.
If they like Star-Lord, they do.
I say headphones all the time. I never say earbuds. Earbuds sounds like really lame.
I hate earbuds there. It feels like a snail's trying to get in my ear.
Hippies.
Whatever.
Earbuds sounds like
So
some kind of new age
American
weed.
Psycho. It's been a while since you've seen it.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. And there's that part in there. If you haven't seen it, then you're fucking lame. I'm just gonna talk about it anyway.
It's old enough.
It's old enough to where if you haven't seen it, like, I'm not ruining anything for you. You're kind of.
It's like ruining Rosebud right now.
Yeah, you did this for you.
Yeah.
You did this to yourself.
It's sort of like to me, it'd be kind of like not seeing. It's like not seeing Donnie Darko at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's that part where he kills Jared Leto's character with an axe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if Christian Bale never got cast as Batman, he could do a good Joker.
He would. He could do a good anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's that part where he's hitting him and his face is like, rah! And he's like, what is he playing, Phil Collins or whatever?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
was that the first, was he listening to Genesis or was he listening to Phil Collins?
I think he was listening to Phil Collins, if I remember correctly.
Like In the Air Tonight or something.
Because if I remember correctly, they couldn't.
No,
afford...
Studio. He was like...
Yeah, Studio, yeah.
Studio.
Yeah.
But man, that movie is really awesome. It's so messed up and just like...
No, actually I think it was Hip to Be Square.
No, yeah.
It was Hip to Be Square because I remember I wrote a joke about it when I was working at Brahms and I was starting out in stand-up and they were using that song to train to dip this ice cream in squares. So every time I thought about it, I thought about
murder and death.
I think he talks about Studio, that's why.
He does. He talks about Studio, yeah. Keep going.
And that was good. And then this is something that's kind of out of character for me. I really don't play video games, but my friend got me into this computer game that's also on Xbox and PS3, and it's free.
Cool.
It's called Warframe. It's like
it's really
super
badass.
fun, dude. And like I've been going to his house like at night, like staying up when I don't have to work, I work later in the day now, so I can stay up late and still
get sleep.
Yeah.
You can play video games.
So we stayed up the other night till like 4 o'clock in the morning, eating pizza bites, pizza bagel, and I haven't done that in such a long time.
Since like you were like 12?
It was, yeah, it was like I was freaking 17 again.
I can't remember the last time I had a pizza bite or a pizza bagel.
You know, me neither. It's weird.
I think the last time I did it was like when I was in high school and I served.
He always has them in like, when I go to his house and then I come home, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had a big box of pizza bagels. Yeah. Because those are just so good. You can heat up like a few of them just for a little snack. But
just munch away. Yeah.
It's a really fun game. I highly recommend it. It's on, if you got a PC. Unfortunately, they don't have it on the Mac
What's it called again? Warframe?
Warframe.
Okay.
And
it's a good thing they don't have it on a Mac platform.
It's free,
like,
too.
Why would you play video games on a Mac?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do, I mean, but
they're not built for that.
They're not built for that. But people, I mean, I have a lot of friends who play World of Warcraft who play it on their MacBooks.
I bet it's laggy as shit.
No, not really. I mean, some of these MacBook Pros have like really good graphics cards and faster processors.
Totally have like the total jock attitude right now. Adam's just like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're
doing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go play football.
Yeah. That's not a 360 flip coupe. Yeah. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You pass to the left. Pass to the left. I don't play sports. Fuck that shit.
I don't know. Like I hear people all the time.
That sounded really personal, Rudy.
I hear people at work talk about sports all the fucking time, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm really only into like. I liked watching Denver Broncos play for football and stuff like that. And if I have sitting with a bunch of people watching it, it's more entertaining because usually there's wings or pizza. But basketball is what I like to watch.
You know what I like to watch? I like to watch people playing sports video games because it's always hilarious.
Yeah.
Just people.
Those are fun to play too.
Yeah, like, I just like seeing people like fuck up and then like get pissed off.
Damn it!
Yeah, football games are really, like, especially college football and stuff. It's just so boring, dude. It just takes forever. I mean, some of them get really intense and stuff, but.
Motherfucker!
I used to like it a lot growing up, but you are yelling a lot, man.
I'm just making fun of the people playing games.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you come up if you don't swear like normally, you will if you play video games.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially Halo, dude. Like I remember playing Halo 3 and stuff when it came out. Man, you hear like kids on there like 6 years old, like God damn it, fuck you cocksucker, or That was really loud, sorry. I got this candy wrapper, I need to throw it away. I'm going to start playing with it.
Yeah, is that your whole week?
Was that your week?
Yep. Well, I killed a snake yesterday.
Snake?
I'll have to post a picture on the Facebook. It's like, well, I didn't know if it was poisonous or not.
So you just fucking killed it.
And it like went to because I went to my parents' house and it like went into the garage and like went to a corner and like, they didn't like want it in there. We didn't know it was poisonous, so like, I pulled this thing out to where it was like up in the corner and I got a shovel and I jabbed him a few times and he didn't die.
When was this? When did you do this?
Yesterday.
Oh, that's crazy. Last night I had a dream involving a snake trying to kill me.
Huh.
Maybe that's why I should, it was like.
You saved me, probably.
Yeah, dude. Maybe that snake was gonna like.
Keep going.
Grow legs and run to your house. But, like, it wouldn't die. And I just felt bad kind of like sitting there and jabbing it, like, so I eventually got his head locked down and I got a BB gun and I shot his head.
Oh my god.
It was pretty brutal. There was so much blood in there.
Why have you been so violent these past few weeks? You punched an old man, you're killing an innocent snake, you have no idea if it's actually poisonous or not.
He wasn't that old, okay?
I don't care.
You guys make it seem like some guy came out on a rascal and I knocked him over or something.
I wasn't there,
no,
that's what it was.
I was kind of more like protecting my mom, you know?
Yeah, that's understandable, yeah.
But then we looked it up and it found out it was just a rat snake.
Oh,
And they were like, wow, that would have been beneficial because where they live like kind of in the suburbs, but it's out in the country.
Yeah.
So they live by other houses, but there's huge fields behind them.
But
so
they would have been eating rats.
Yeah, but there are a couple stray cats that hang out like in that area, so they probably take care of all the mice. But that snake was huge, dude.
It's like this.
It was.
We'll
I was thinking my mom. I was gonna go out and it was gonna be like
picture.
a foot or half and a half long. That thing was at least 4 feet long.
Holy shit.
I mean, probably.
I miss my pet snakes.
I fucking hate snakes, dude, so much. I had a roommate that had a bunch.
My snakes. My snakes would.
My uncles have tons of snakes. Like
You never know when they're gonna turn on you, man.
they've got like big ass pythons and shit though.
Fuck that.
I was like, what the hell? Why do you have like anaconda in your house?
That's like
Dude,
those things will.
I had a fucking like 8 foot long ball python, and I slept with it on my chest, and when I woke up, still there.
And if you don't watch it though,
At least you woke up.
those things are smart. If you don't watch it, they'll bust right. They'll figure out a way to get out of that cage.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no, I had a roommate, and his thing would get out of the cage all the time. Cause like, dude, I'm not coming home until you find that.
Your 12-foot snake is loose in your house. Find it.
It's insanity.
I've got enough 12-foot snake for.
You wish.
That would
Okay.
actually just be.
You killed a snake. Awesome.
Anything else? Is that
Enough
it?
for the snake.
Can you
That's
think of
it.
anything
Moving
else?
on.
No, I'm kidding.
Adam, your turn.
I went shopping. I went Halloween shopping. I spent like $80.
You should not have money on your person because you always spend like $100 on stuff.
Anyway, it's Halloween, and Halloween's my favorite holiday. It's my favorite time of year.
Exactly. So why not?
So I bought a bunch of freaky ass masks. I would have bought more, but I'm like, those masks were some of those they had like masks were like animatronic and shit, and
cool.
they're like $60. I'm like, fuck that.
I saw one that was like a wolf, and you put it on.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
his mouth moves. Yeah,
that's
it.
It like holds onto your face, so when your mouth
When
moves,
you talk,
his mouth
it moves. It's like animatronic.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah, they're like $70 though. I'm like, fuck that. And I'm like, not getting that.
Awesome.
But like, I bought a bunch of like simple masks, like plague doctor here,
Mm-hmm.
and I got this weird like, kind of like.
It looks like a spoon.
It looks like it kind of looks like.
It
a
also
spoon head.
looks like a
We'll have to take pictures
Cobra
of those.
Commander's helmet.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Cobra Commander.
It also looks like the face of a fifth dimensional being.
It's completely silver. There's no one can see your face when you wear it, but you can see through it. But it's kind of like blurred. It's kind of like foggy and shit.
We can take a picture of that.
We'll take a picture of all this shit. And I really wish I would have gotten batteries for this one, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to light up and talk.
Creepy as fuck.
It is. It's a little doll. It's a little creepy ass doll with like no eyes and like blood streaming down it.
or something.
Get it away from me.
But like, it's supposed to say shit.
I don't want it to say
And
shit.
unfortunately, like I had the luck to get one without a tag on it.
Aw.
And then my friend Gary, who was with me, he grabbed one off the shelf and then with a tag on it, and they scanned it. And the one they gave me batteries are dead. So whenever I get this thing working, they're scary as shit because its eyes glow. It's like blindingly blue, and it says shit like it says all kinds of weird shit.
You okay?
You haven't heard it?
Yeah, I just
Went down the wrong
swallowed
tube.
that. Right down the wrong tubal.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But like, it's scary as shit. It'll say things like, "I love your eyes" because it doesn't have eyes, so it's implied.
God.
It'll say all sorts of creepy shit.
I don't want to be
It's
around
gonna
you.
give Rudy nightmares.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm kind of scared of it just it being here. About
Why'd you buy it then?
I don't know. I like buying shit that scares me. My entire room freaks me the fuck out. I had like.
And you never been on a date, never had a girlfriend, right?
No.
Hey, shut up.
That's me. Sorry.
Like, hold on. I got this voice changer. It actually slips in behind your mask,
Okay,
That's cool.
and I really want to try that out. Put that down.
Yeah, we'll try that out at the end.
Yeah. What the hell else do I have in here? I got a couple like bands because I donated to like children's fund, so they gave you these for free.
Yeah, Spirit Halloween does that.
And
Saint
what's the
Jude's
Something like that.
Children's
Yeah.
Hospital.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh, you
what
got
it
a
was.
shitload of buttons too.
I got a bunch of buttons. I had a bunch of buttons. Anytime they have small stuff.
You got the comedian button at Spirit.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Spirit because I got like 15 of these.
And
I always wanted one.
Yeah. Well, let's go to Spirit after.
yeah,
They should be open.
yeah, they're open till 9.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple of like 4
There's one near my house.
different pins I had.
Ooh,
Anytime there's anything small, it's Gryffindor, Ghostbusters, Sugar Skull.
I have a smaller Ghostbusters one like
But
that.
like anytime there's something
Half-inch.
small near the counter, like I have problems with that kind of stuff because I see I'm like, oh, tiny stuff, and then like I'm like, if I find anything cool, I'll get it. I also got some cool ass keychains. Like I got a Ouija keychain.
That's awesome.
And like a Sugar Skull keychain. I would have got an actual. I was like, oh, Gary, they have Ouija boards. Let's get a Ouija board. And Gary's like, fuck that shit. I'm like, well, come on, man, let's get a Ouija board. He's like, no, man, I don't want to have Lucifer in our house. I don't want to summon Lucifer.
They
in our
sell them
house.
at Toys R Us. It's
Yeah,
fine.
but like we walk past like this like demon costume. He's like, I'm like, we should have bought. I'm like, dude, we should have bought that Ouija board. I'm like, I don't want this in my house. But yeah, then what else did I buy? I bought stuff for my Doctor Strange costume. I bought like the gloves and the cape and everything. And
oh yeah, cool.
And I didn't bring that today. I'm gonna reveal that. Like I'm gonna reveal like the complete get up whenever I get all the other pieces.
Get it all put together.
I still need like like Rudy recommended like getting like a blue long sleeve T-shirt.
You want to know why I recommended you get the little blue long sleeve shirt?
Because my arms it looks weird.
And because of the yellow gloves you were wearing,
Yeah.
you looked kind of like a male prostitute.
Oh.
And with your little red cape, it was not helping.
Yeah, I had to get the gold gloves that he wears that look like what he wears in like the women's section. That's what they brought me. I asked them specifically, I need a red cape with a collar and gold gloves. And they immediately took me to the red cape with the collar, and it was perfect. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of walked around the store a bit, and it took us maybe 5 minutes. And then they go, well, we might have some over here. And we walked straight into the ladies section. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And then, like, they start pulling gloves off the shelf. And, like, the first ones they pulled off, like, were perfect. I'm like, oh, I'll get these. And then,
you do have delicate fingers.
hey.
Mm-hmm.
They've been places.
But, like, okay. And then, I'm trying to think, what else did I do? That was Spirit Halloween. It took us fucking forever to find that place, dude. Like, because I looked in Google Maps, and it was like, and it said it was right across, it was like right down from Gary's house, right across from Reese's. We're like, okay, that's easy, it's right across from Reese's. We pulled it, the map said it was right next to the Reese's, like right in the same shopping center.
Yeah.
So we pulled into Reese's, like, where the fuck is it? So we were driving around, we're looking at every building we saw, we couldn't find it. And then he said, well, let me go ask one of the people in Reese's, see if they know where it is. And he comes back out and he says, like, yeah, they just said it's like it's at the other shopping center. It's just right down the street from here. We're like, okay, so we drive down the street because they said down the street on you turn on the light. So we drove down the street, turn on the light to another one. We couldn't find it. We're like, what the fuck? And he goes, well, did she mean like the one across the street, the one like next to the light over there? So after maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes of searching, we finally found the place. It was the smallest sign. It was like Spirit Halloween. It was like literally like a 5-foot sign seemingly. And but once you get in the storefront, like the front area where you walk in, it's kind of small. So it was like crammed between two big ass like supermarkets. That's why we couldn't find it.
That's crazy.
And then like we get it, but it's pretty big when you walk in because it's like small up front, but it's like narrow, but it's like long. And like, it was really cool, and we finally found that. And then at work, whenever I got paid last week, I always cruise the toy aisle just because I'm a geek.
Yeah.
But like I always cruise the toy aisle. When I see something cool I always bring it, and I always buy it. And today I just decided to bring more Legos. You want to see what it is?
Yes.
I'll show you what it is. It's
is it a mummy?
It's Scooby-Doo
nice.
and Shaggy and a mummy. And the mummy actually is a guy in a mask. You can turn his head around and it's like a dude in a mask. I'll show you what it is. There's a little hamburger connected to a chain in the back to like lure them. And whenever you pull on it, it reveals the mummy inside. And the whole storyline and everything with it is that he's after the jewels underneath the display. Because they're like little like emeralds and sapphires and shit.
That's cool.
I mean, I love Legos. I love Scooby-Doo. And the second I saw Scooby-Doo Legos, I'm like, oh, I gotta buy it.
And Scooby-Doo is actually round.
Yeah. He's not like they didn't
He's actually like
they didn't minifig him up. He's actually like properly proportioned Scooby. I mean, he's kind of flat in the sides, but like he can take off his head and everything.
He's got a Lego hole in his back.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then
does it come with a doobie?
That's what my brother said. That's what my brother said. He said like you can turn Shaggy's head around too, and it's happy Shaggy. It's high.
Oh, nice.
It's high Shaggy. Is what my brother said. He's like, that's what he looks like when he's high.
Oh, zoinks!
Because like that's the first thing my brother said though. Whenever I showed it to him, he's like, "So where's the doobie at? Like, where's the weed?" Because every time like the kid eats dog food, he talks to dogs. They're always doing weird shit at night, and every time they open up the door of the mystery machine, smoke comes out.
Yep.
Like James Gunn's Scooby Doo.
Yeah, they make fun of that.
There's a bunch of like.
Yeah.
Like when he meets that girl and she's like, "Oh, hi, I'm Mary Jane." He's like, "That's like my favorite name," or something like that.
That reminds me. If I remember correctly, one of the Scooby Doo movies was Isla Fisher's first like American film.
Oh, yeah, really? I didn't know that.
Fisher?
Yeah,
I didn't know
Isla
that.
Fisher, yeah.
But
You know who she is?
Vaguely.
let's see.
She was the crazy chick in Wedding Crashers. Who was obsessed with Vince Vaughn. Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah.
But
That's her name, right? Yeah.
let's see.
I think so.
And then besides this badass little Lego set,
That's probably like the coolest Lego set I've ever seen. It brings out so many different nostalgia kids.
they have more.
Yeah.
This was the cheapest one they have.
Yeah.
It was still like $10. Because Legos are expensive as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, because of the movie.
yeah, but they had like a $60 one, and it was like this big ass like. It was like a Mystery Machine airplane, and it was like a castle and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is Scooby driving an airplane? Like, that would have like Swamp Thing and like pirates and shit in it.
Let's not put logic to Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
Let's
I guess.
try not to.
I used to love that cartoon growing up so much.
Same.
Then, what else did I do? Oh yeah, another thing about this week.
Did you ever notice that they were kind of like living the ultimate life? Because pretty much every week they're just hanging out at another rich person's house, eating free food and just hanging out. You just had to deal with a fake monster.
Yeah, you had to deal with criminals and people trying to scare the shit out of you and kill you and stuff.
Yeah, well, you got to take the pros with the cons. The cons with the pros, whatever.
And I thought those movies were just really well done.
Yeah, they're actually the guy sounded exactly like Shaggy, which was weird.
Matthew Lillard.
Lillard. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
he actually voices Shaggy in the cartoons.
yeah, I figured that out not too long ago. But
if I remember, I forget which chat show he was on, but he was on a chat show and he taught everyone how to walk like Shaggy.
Walk like Shaggy?
How to walk like Shaggy.
Like that
walks.
weird kind of like hunched kind of thing?
Yeah.
But
I'll show you later.
Another thing I bought this week was I didn't bring it, but I'm going to watch it soon.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love this show whenever I was on in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't seen it forever. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I bought the first season. I saw it at Walmart for like was it $5?
Dang.
It wasn't that expensive. It was like
$5 for a whole season.
Maybe it was like $10. I think it was like $10.
It was probably more like $9.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like $9.90 something or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, it was inexpensive, and it was Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like, holy shit! I haven't watched this show in forever. I used to love this show because my sister used to watch all these shows, and I'd watch them too, and I'd be like, I mean, I didn't really have a problem with it. I'd watch it too.
I can't remember the character name.
I
can't remember the actress name, but whenever the brunette chick came in to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the actress name, she played Punky Brewster. What was her name? Celia Moon Fry, I think her name was. Super Crush Hardcore. Moving on.
But I'm definitely gonna watch that. I don't know. Whenever I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, not like to go to work, but like what else? Oh, did you guys see the? You know what Gamera is, right?
What?
The Gamera, the kaiju Gamera.
Oh, Gamera. Yeah.
Gamera, whatever you call it.
However you pronounce it, yeah.
But they released. They finally like revealed that they're officially making another movie, and in the trailer for it. It actually looks. Usually, whenever Japanese release movies, it's I don't know why they have advanced technology, but their movies they always have shitty effects.
Because they don't pay that much for it.
They're cheap, I guess. But like this one actually, it looks good. It looks better than the other like kaiju movies and Japanese movies in general that have been released in like the past. It looks like the CGI looks like CGI did 10 years ago.
Yeah,
that's how far they've come. That's how much money they're willing to spend on it. But it actually looks really good. It's. Yeah, it was in development hell for a while because they're like, we're gonna release it or we're not gonna release it, or it's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen, and then finally, just out of the blue, they released the trailer for it. Like, oh, here it is. But like it's gonna come out the end of this year, and I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. I think it's gonna be on Blu-ray and DVD. I don't think it's gonna be like in theaters like in America. I think it's
probably end up being straight to video. Yeah.
But I'm really excited about that because anything with giant monsters and shit I'm into.
Yeah.
Then Sunday the Walking Dead premiere.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Like I love that show. The Walking Dead.
I can't stand it.
Like the first couple seasons were kind of meh, but like the shit they're starting to catch up with the comics a little bit, and it's starting to get like the past couple seasons. The seasons get better as time goes on, and this season, like I can't wait for them to introduce. Like I don't know if they're going to do it this season or like if it's going to be like the finale and they're going to introduce. Spoiler alert: there's a certain character that they're going to introduce, and he's like the best character in the comics. And he's like he's like the best villain in the entire series, and I can't wait for him to be introduced in the show because I don't want to know who's playing him, and two, I want to know if because in the comics, because they're uncensored, every other word out of his mouth is the word fuck.
Yeah.
He's always coming up with new and interesting ways to use the word fuck. His name. Spoiler alert! If you're not read the comics and you don't, or if you're reading the comics and you're not that far in, so I'll give you a second. But his name's Negan, and I want to know who's playing him. I want to know if they're gonna like censor him at all, and because he kills off his intro.
Mikey, you're now.
The very first thing he does whenever they introduce him in the comics is he kills off a major character. Because his whole thing is, again, spoiler alert, his whole thing is he's the leader of a group called the Saviors, and they're like basically like mobsters. Basically, there's 100 guys. He basically has like a small army with him. There's 100 dudes, and they go around and they offer protection against the walkers to other groups. They'll say, "Hey, we can protect you for these groups, but you have to give us half of everything you have." And if you don't give it to them, they'll basically just wipe you out. And the first thing Negan does when he gets introduced is he kills off a major character. It was like one of the most shocking things in the comics because you don't see it coming. Because you think it's gonna be like all the other villains they've introduced, like they're gonna like build up to it. No, they just go boom. Like he's dead. And he the perfect casting for me would either be oh shit. Either Bruce Campbell, or Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins,
because they based his appearance off of Henry Rollins.
Oh, cool.
He looks like Henry Rollins in the comics, and people are like either just outright get Henry Rollins to play him or get Bruce Campbell to play him because he's funny, but he's also absolutely terrifying. He's like insane, but in a funny way because he's always saying really funny shit. But it's also like he'll say scary shit, but it's also really funny sometimes. Like he's like really hilarious, kind of insane. He's kind of like the Joker, kind of. Okay, he says weird shit and crazy shit. He does really terrible things, but you can't help but laugh at some of the stuff he says because it's so over the top and like zany. But like I can't wait for that to happen. I don't know if it's gonna be that finale for this season. Or if they're going to introduce him like next season sometime, and then after that, but like this premiere was amazing. It was like I thought it was amazing because just the way they introduced it, like it was big. It was like the biggest, like it was the most walkers I've ever seen on the screen at once. It was insane because they introduced the Herd, which is basically like this big ass, like in the comics it was like this big ass like group of walkers that were like just outside the town they were staying in, and like. It was thousands of them, so you literally couldn't kill them all without like military grade hardware and shit. So they had to like lure them out, like they had to like wrangle them up and lure them out of the town to get them the hell away because they couldn't kill them all.
Yeah.
Well, like that it was cool. And then another thing that happened this week was me and my dad got tickets Saturday for the Iron Maiden concert in February.
Fun.
And it's gonna be badass because they're only doing 9 stops in the U.S.
Yeah.
And Tulsa is one of them for some reason.
Dude, a lot of bands like Tulsa.
Yeah, it's like there's.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know a lot of bands that
like
they
the new
say
Austin.
Tulsa's one of their favorite places.
Well, they haven't been here. They haven't been here since the 80s.
Well,
they were banned in the 80s.
The reason is, it's like not a lot of stuff goes on in Tulsa.
Yeah.
But when stuff comes here, everybody goes to it.
Yeah.
Like,
there's not much to do.
Like, they're only doing 9 stops in the U.S. Tulsa's one of them.
Is it like casino?
No, it's BOK.
Okay, yeah.
But like Tulsa's one of them, and it's like my dad's favorite band. He's like, we're fucking going to this concert out of them. Like, and he's
You're not
like,
gonna say no.
Like every day, because they were gonna release it. Like they were gonna officially like release tickets, start selling tickets, 10 a.m. on Saturday. I woke up early on Saturday just to. I wasn't even dressed. I just woke up. I was on the computer. I was waiting for I was half asleep, waiting for 10 a.m. to get here, just so I can secure tickets because those things were going to go fast.
Yeah,
they're probably sold out.
Yeah, that's what my dad said. He said they're probably sold out. Like the second the second you bought, like just after we secured our tickets, they were probably already sold out. But like we didn't get seats. Because we're just gonna get fucking annihilated. We're right in the basically the mosh pit. Basically, we're right on the floor, right in front of the stage.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get destroyed.
You're gonna get crowd raped.
We're gonna get annihilated that day.
Hey, don't bring your wallet with you.
Nah.
I was crowd surfing once when I was like 16, and someone took my wallet out of my pocket at King's Ballroom.
That's like some hardcore
I remember,
pickpocketing,
right?
That's
actually. I mean, it's pretty smart. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that guy got away with like $60.
I remember like the first concert I ever went to. Like, we weren't in the mosh, but like there were people. We were like in the stands, like up in the balcony, and there were people in like the balcony, like throwing their water bottles at the people in the mosh. The people in the mosh were like getting like fucked up and shit. Like people were getting trampled on, and like it was just hilarious seeing like a full water bottle go flying from like the very top of the building all the way and hit somebody in like the back of the head, like oh. Like I don't know, it was just I thought it was funny.
I got so many mosh pit stories.
But like I don't know,
that's pre house shows.
We're gonna get annihilated that day because I don't know. It's not my dad. My dad's been a fan of them since middle school because my dad he was a teenager in the 80s. Yeah. Well, like I don't know. I'm really excited for that. But it's like February 27th, so like they're sold out. There's no way they have tickets left. Yeah, and. Well, it's basically it for my week.
Cool.
What about you, Rudy?
You sound like you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
like February.
In February, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm not gonna go to work that day. If they have me scheduled for work, I'm like, yeah, I got plans.
Yeah.
I mean, I get good with them, so.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, my week. Well, like discussed earlier, if I'm not freaking working, I'm sleeping, and if I'm not sleeping, I'm probably watching a movie because
Or working.
Yeah, or working, but yeah. I rewatched some movies, but I'm not going to talk about those. I watched some new movies that I've been wanting to watch for a while now.
Rewatched or watched?
Watched.
Okay.
Finally watched that I really want to watch for a while.
What'd you see?
I saw, it's so good, it's so good. It's by Jermaine Clement, What We Do in the Shadows.
I've never heard of that one.
It's so fucking good. It's one of the best horror comedies I've seen in like recent time. Like I can't recommend it enough. It's so good. It's hilarious.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes, I saw it on Netflix. Sweet. When I was babysitting my niece.
When I get home.
I don't know if it's still there. Hopefully it is. But yeah, yeah. The tone is consistent and the laughs build because like at the beginning I was just kind of giggling, but like seriously toward the end, like even the tag at the end is like utterly, totally perfect. Everything is great about it. What it's about is again, like I said, Jermaine Clement. For those who don't know who he is. He's did Flight of the Conchords. He was the bad guy in Men in Black 3. He's in that movie. It's an independent movie. Eagle Shark. He's done other stuff. He's getting really big.
Flight of the Conchords is probably the most.
Yeah, that's the most
well-known one.
That's the most hipster thing he's done.
That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, but it's still pretty.
Anyway,
moving on. What it's about? It's a mockumentary about vampires sharing an apartment together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you showed me the trailer.
I think I've seen a trailer for that.
Yeah, and it's so good because they got like the really old school like Max Schreck style Nosferatu vampire.
Oh yeah.
He's the oldest, and the youngest is like an '80s goth rock kind of vampire. And Jermaine Clement plays like the '90s version kind of vampire, where it's like he's like the Interview with the Vampire where it's like
Anne Rice.
sexy and yeah. And like I'm not gonna spoil, but the first time you see Jermaine Clement, like it instantly shows you what kind of vampire he is. Mm. It's pretty funny. And you know, there's the main guy that you introduced into the movie from the main vampire. He's kind of like a Hammer film style vampire. He's a dandy vampire, and he's kind of like a little sensitive, fragile one. And it's really hilarious. It's really funny. They go over like, you know, the relationship with the familiars, and the familiar that they have, or the one of the main vampires has, is like a really like needy woman, and she really wants to be a vampire, and you know you can tell like that's the main thing she's doing for them, and it's really her storyline is hilarious. The whole movie is fucking good. You know, there's werewolves in it, and there's zombies and stuff in it occasionally and stuff. It's just like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I want to tell you everything about it. It's so fucking
if it's on
good.
Netflix, I'll definitely watch, because that trailer was really good.
It's so good. And like I said, totally consistent. The laughs build. Everything about it is utterly perfect. It's one of the best horror comedies I've seen in a long fucking time. I can't recommend that one enough. Now that's more Halloween. The thing is, like, I can't, because I have a fucking job and shit, I can't go out to the movies as much as I want to anymore, so I can't see every single movie the second it comes out like I used to. So what I do, this is a nice thing for the freaklings out there and for you guys, I actually, the day I go to the public library and I order the movies on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and you know, then I just wait for them to come and I watch them when they get here.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's really great. You're just, essentially, it's, you know, like going to Blockbuster, but it's free, and like you don't get it when you want it. Like sometimes it takes like a year and a half before I get it because so many people want to see it. Like I didn't do it for Wolf of Wall Street, but I checked Wolf of Wall Street and there was like 232 holes on that one copy the day that it came out on video. So like, yeah, that's what I do. So it took a while for some of the stuff I don't want to see to get to me, but when I see it, you know, I can't. It's like the right time to see it because obviously this was Halloween-y. But yeah, What We Do in the Shadows, check it out, people. It's really, really fucking good and really hilarious. And like they go into so much stuff about it, like that you kind of like. I really wish that it wasn't like a mockumentary. I wish it was like an actual like whole film. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, because some of the stuff that they go into, I'm like, oh god, I never thought about it that way. Or like you could make whole movies off like little tangents they go on, and yeah, it's really good. And so something less Halloween that I finally got to see was the new Noah Baumbach film. For those who don't know who Noah Baumbach is, he co-wrote some scripts with Wes Anderson, fucking Steve Zissou, Fantastic Mr. Fox. He's made his own movies, did The Squid and the Whale, Greenberg, Margot at the Wedding.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah, really good.
Jack Black's in that, and it's like, it was one of the first movies I seen him in where he's like being serious.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of hard. So when he would yell, I would still laugh.
Yeah.
It's Jack Black.
It's hard to take him seriously.
Yeah. Especially Jack Black.
What was the movie called?
Oh, While We're Young.
While We're Young.
Yeah. And he also did Greenberg with Ben Stiller, but it's kind of like the same territory where they're like they're a couple and they're now just realizing they're old because they meet like a younger hipster couple.
I've seen the previews for that.
Yeah, I showed you that last time we were like watching trailers. But yeah, it's just like, it's funny because like I'm relating to this movie way too much.
Yeah. Because
like I'm like, oh shit, I'm like on Ben Stiller's side right now, and I'm not as old as Ben Stiller is in the movie. I'm fucking like Adam Driver. He's the guy from Girls. He's in the new Star Wars movie.
Yes, he is.
He was in Inside Llewellyn Davis, one of the more recent Coen Brothers movies.
The what?
Inside Llewellyn Davis. It's a Coen Brothers movie. Oh. It's about folk music. Okay. And Oscar Isaac, the guy who plays Apocalypse in the new X-Men movie, he's in it. He's Llewellyn Davis. Adam Driver's in it for a little bit. Justin Timberlake's in it.
I'm definitely seeing it now.
Yeah.
I love Justin Timberlake.
What's up? Sorry to cut you off. You said Apocalypse. That reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Bryan Cranston?
Yeah, the Mr. Sinister thing we posted about it.
Yeah.
I think he would do. I don't know about Mr. Sinister.
You said you said he would be better as Uatu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uatu the Watcher.
Yeah, dude,
he would be good as anything.
True.
Because like he said if they wrote Mr. Sinister like with him in mind, he'd play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I really don't know. It's hard to like trust a lot of those stories that come out too. It's like
but some stuff is just stuff to be out there. But
I mean, and then so a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Norman Osborn." I'm like, no, we don't.
No,
if they're gonna,
we don't need another Green Goblin right now.
No, if they do another Green Goblin, they should wait till like later on.
A long time.
You know,
he should be like the third villain they use.
Yeah, because that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, it'd be because it's a really personal villain. It makes more sense to build it up over time, like it was in the comics.
Mm-hmm. And then with the new Spidey film too, you want to have characters we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tangent.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to this, the thing is like about it is like, for me, it's just like society has a timeline for everything right now, because we're all the same age of the young couple in it, and the young couple is Adam Driver, he's from Girls, and like I just said all those movies. And Amanda Seyfried, she's the hot blonde who's in Jennifer's Body, and Chloe,
like
she's
Mean Girls.
Yeah, she's in Mean Girls. So they're a young hipster couple, and they do hipster couple thingies, and they're just like Ben Stiller and fucking Naomi Watts plays his wife, and they're just like so enamored because like they feel like they're getting old, phasing out, but then they meet this couple, and they're,
doing all the things.
Yeah, getting back into being alive again is how they feel, and so on and so forth. And I'm not going to go into this, like, the main story, because it's...
Spoiler.
Spoilers, but, like, it's just like I said, like, society has a timeline for the way life should be led. Right now, we're at a specific place where it says, like, we're at the age where we should be just graduated out of college, and we should have our first, like, actual career job right now.
Yeah.
Right? Don't really have that, at least us three don't.
No.
I kind of had what I wanted to do, but then that didn't turn out as well as I'd like. But that's the story for another time. But no, it's just that society says you have to be this by this by this by this, but like other people are lucky and they know what they want to do since like they were 7. I know what I want to do since 7. I want to make movies. I want to be a filmmaker. I pretty much just want to create. I want to be comic artist and writer.
I wanted to be a paleontologist.
You want to be a paleontologist? And what did you want to be, Mike?
Stripper.
Of course.
Since I was 6.
You're a beautiful piece of man meat.
No, I also wanted to do something with movies, or I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, but I just never never really got good at it.
Whenever I was like 8 or 9, I drew comics like in grade school.
Yeah.
And then like eventually like in middle school, whenever I decided I wanted to do something like movies because I have all these ideas I started like building up on, but like I just need money.
Yeah.
When I was like 8 or 9, my grandma gave me a camera, and me and a bunch of the neighborhood kids would make movies all the time, and I really wish I could get those back somehow. Cause
you got those Supermom films, you did?
Supermom films, yeah, that was in high school.
Yeah. You still got
and
those.
that was like well, it started out just like me, my friend Kendall, my friend Steven at the time, were all in the same video class, and we had to do a video like each week or whatever, and it had to have a theme. So the first 5 we made that we put on, we used to have a website and everything, but I lost touch with those guys. They got married. They don't talk to me anymore. He took the website down. Took down a bunch of the old videos, and
rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah, it's kind of sucked because that's like some of the greatest memories of my life was like hanging out with my friends and like making movies. And now they don't want to have anything to do with me. It's like I didn't do anything to you. It's just like they got married, and he told me, he's like, I'm married now. I just don't want to talk to you anymore. That's straight up what he said.
What?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Really hurts because.
Well, I guess
he was just one of those friends you kind of picture, I'm going to be friends with this dude forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He used to go on family vacations with me and my family.
Yeah.
Like to Colorado. We went like a couple times.
You guys just grew apart.
Well, he did. He just started ignoring me.
You're not over it.
Yeah, it hurt real bad.
He's got a shrine. You have a shrine to him in your closet.
Yeah, no. I'm not.
Like Hey Arnold?
Yeah, I was going to say like Helga and Hey Arnold.
No, but I know this is kind of getting off topic, but that just, it still kind of bothers me today because because there's a bunch of videos I know he still has that I haven't seen in like
forever
years.
Yeah.
I would love just to like watch those again, but
get nostalgic. Yeah.
But maybe I'll die and he'll play him at my funeral. I'm just kidding.
No, see, like the things that I'm good at, that I'm really great at, they don't matter for shit around here.
No, same here.
In Oklahoma, yeah, same for you.
I mean, that's why I really kind of got out of film stuff. Well, also when I was younger, or 18, 19, 20, I got into drugs and stuff, and kind of lost interest, sold my equipment, and
the dark ages of
the dark ages. Those are also very painful things. I don't want to get too emotional, but
don't worry about that.
But, but you know, it's.
Yeah, that just.
But I never really got any outlet to do anything. I mean, I used to help people with wedding videos and stuff like that, but I could never get like a group of people who were just like really passionate. Who wanted to sit down and write.
Well, that's why. That's why a lot of my friends are like bailing out, moving to other states and shit because like you literally can't do anything here.
Yeah,
unless you're a farmer. Or like a pastor or something, you can't do shit.
Unless you just want to live your life as a mediocre.
Yeah. If you want to be a farmer, if you want to be a
meth head,
if you want to be a drug addict, a farmer, a priest or something, or just have a really just menial everyday 9-to-5 job,
just something that doesn't add to existence at all, really.
Yeah.
Although farmers do, they make food. And shit.
Yeah, but some farmers are pretty cool.
Yeah. If anything that I do in life, it's completely selfless. Like, as long as I know I'm making somebody else happy, then I will be content. I could live in an apartment smaller than this with just a mattress, but as if I could go to bed every night knowing that I did something good for somebody else, then I would be just super happy.
And there's not that many people like that left.
No, I just like making people happy. That's like what makes me so happy is like helping somebody else out, or you know.
Oh, that's sort of like what I want to do. Like, I don't really care if I make money off of anything I make, but like, I just want to get these ideas out there because I think I think people would actually want to see these things. Like, I think people would actually be interested in this map.
I mean, so the few ideas that you've told me, I always thought those were all really cool and original. Actually,
yeah, I like them. Yeah.
It's like I just come up with like stuff on the fly, and then I think, and then I'm like, oh. And then I try to like build on top of that like over time, and then
it's hard. That's why it's like really great to have like a collective, like more than like 3 or 4 people working on one thing.
Yeah.
Because you can get creative input. You know, like the more the merrier. It's like the more people you really have working on something.
Yeah.
There's maybe there's an idea that I have where I go on about it, and there's a plot hole, and it's like, well, what about this? You know, this and that.
Exactly.
And I feel like when more people are working on something together, you can create something better, like something that's real and practical.
Exactly. That's all I really want is just to have a good team behind me, but it's hard.
All 3 of us will make a movie one day.
Yeah.
You'll see. We'll show you. All you bullies.
Getting back to while we're young. The thing is like I said, society has a specific timeline for you. Like, not everyone can go along with that timeline because everyone runs according to their own rhythm. So, like, it's just difficult, right? But the thing is like, you have a mentality of, like, whenever I told people, like, I was a comedian, I'm a comedian, or I do hustles, like, what's your real job? I'm like, that is my real job. They're like, no. They're like, no, what's your real job? I'm like, oh, you mean the job that I hate? That job? I don't have a job that I hate. I didn't then. Because for me...
You've got 2 now. No.
Yeah. And because for me, I'd rather have 2 low-paying jobs that I love than 1 steady paycheck that I absolutely fucking hate. Sadly,
Yeah, that's me again. Like...
But then,
I hate my job. And if I could find a cooler job, even if it pays less, I'd still take the cooler job. Just because, like, my job right now makes me miserable. Like, I don't, like, to me, it just seems like a waste of time. It's like, I'm cooped up in this building doing stuff I don't want to do.
It's not that we don't want to work or that we're fucking lazy. It's just that it sucks because we're not doing what we feel in our bones that we should be doing,
Jim Carrey did a commencement speech at the college he graduated.
Yeah.
And he said something that's, like, stuck with me ever since I heard it. He said, you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance at doing what you love.
Exactly.
And every time, I always think about that. Anytime I'm like doubting myself, or I'm like, maybe I'm not going to be a filmmaker one day, or maybe I'm not going to be an actor. I would love to do acting and voice acting. I think in the beginning when I started out, and then I like kind of just to see how other people work and directors and stuff. I mean, I know that's a big dream, but if I keep pursuing it and just kind of putting myself out there, I think it will happen.
Yeah.
I've got the face.
It's all, you're pretty enough. It's all about persistence, really.
Freak
might have to
Fiction
do.
Studios
I might have to do some porn
Oh,
at the
no.
beginning. Get my
I'd be-
name out there.
I'd be okay with that.
Freak Fiction.
Freak fiction
Free
porn.
fiction, indeed. But yeah, like the whole thing, like the whole movie, Adam Driver and fuck, I forgot her name already. the blonde chick that's his wife in the movie. They're just pretty much doing exactly what anyone's doing, like in our particular ages. They're trying on different types of identities. They're trying on different things because most of us don't know exactly what we want to do or what we want, right? And we don't really know who we are. For me, like my entire life has been an identity crisis, right? But that's the thing, like where the age you don't hit, like psychologically, you don't hit self-actualization until the age of 25. And that's why like there's so much drama between the ages of like 13 to 25 is because you're feeling everything for the first time. You don't know how to be an adult because it's the first time being an adult. And even the actual adults that are around you, they don't know how to fucking do it. They're in a lot as much in the dark.
They're like,
as
I'm
you
still
are.
trying to figure this shit out too.
Exactly. And that's like pretty much what the whole movie's about. It's really good. It's really funny.
What's it called again?
While We're Young.
While We're Young.
It's just like if you feel like you haven't got your shit together, it's kind of depressing. But no, like it's just like
well, I
that.
guess I should watch it.
Yeah, no, you should because it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
But in back like this societal timeline, it's just that, it's fucking, oh god, I hate feeling so pressured to be at a specific place in my life at a specific time.
Because there's pressure from the whole society aspect.
Exactly. It's just that, we're at a specific age, like the age of 26, it's like the defining age because we're like, if you don't got your shit together, like a lot of the things you're doing, like, oh, I'm going to be vegan this week or whatever, that's like just precocious and you being young, But once you hit 28, if you're a guy, like they're like, get your shit together, dude. Come on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you wearing that stupid ass fucking hat? Take it off. You're better than that. Or sometimes they don't even say you're better than that. Sometimes they just say, like, you look like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, I kind of...
I think I just destroyed Mikey's soul.
You did. My whole mind just kind of like melted. Wow.
But no, but like if you're doing these same things and you're a girl, it's like considered cute and like fucking upbeat and like you're like Parker Posey or something. It's just like quirky.
Yeah.
But like if you're a guy and you don't got your shit together, it's like get what the fuck's wrong with you?
It's so.
And that's another thing.
It's so frustrating too, is because like. It's hard to get like a really good paying job that you can actually live off a paycheck.
Particularly now.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm not gonna give away where I work, but
same.
It's just. I mean, I just started to, and they kind of promised me full-time hours, but they only gave me like 15 hours a week.
Well, you just started out, so. I
know, but still, it's like I'm still training, and they really haven't trained me that much. I mean, it's a really easy job. If you've worked in food, you kind of just can figure stuff out just by watching people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's really easy. Like,
actually, if I remember correctly, in like statistics that I read recently, like America is number 3, right behind London and then Japan for unemployment of the age of 25 to 35, and also unemployment of the age of 25 to 35 that have degrees. So we're like the most educated, unemployed people.
What's really sad is there's a few friends I have who are just brilliant, like super smart, like could do like a really high paying job, but they can't get a job.
They can't get into it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even my sister, she's a theater major.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have any job that has anything to do with what she wants.
Yeah.
But it's because she's so hard. I mean, she still goes on auditions. She's been in the background of a few movies and stuff like that, but I don't think anything that ever made cut to film. But
yeah, there's I found a website where you can literally just type it. You can type in your name and your information. And it's a casting website, and they'll literally, if they're interested in you, they'll call you up like almost instantaneously.
That's awesome.
Because my brother's lazy, so he eventually didn't decided not to do it.
Yeah.
But they called him up. They're like, hey, just dress in like business casual clothing. Just go up to this spot and blah 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 up in Tulsa, and we'll interview you, and then like we'll do your audition. And it was like literally 30 minutes after I put his name, because he doesn't know shit about computers, so he makes me do everything. It was literally 30 minutes after I whipped up his thing and typed it in and sent it, and they called him, and he didn't do it. What the fuck? I would have jumped at the chance to do that.
When I was in high school, I actually went on an audition for a casting director, Raven Simone agent.
That's hilarious.
And she had started out with a bunch of other people who were on Disney shows now. And I kind of was going to, like just from like seeing stuff on the internet or whatever, I always imagined you just kind of walk into a room where you just it's just you and 4 other people or whatever, and you kind of read a script or whatever, or do a monologue. I had a monologue prepared, but when I got there, it was at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. And there was like 300 people there. They gave you this piece of paper, said pick one of those you want to read, and then they lined everybody up on stage, and you just walked up on stage from all these people, and the lady's sitting there, and you really don't have any time to prepare. Damn. And you just read the line, and they say thank you, and you give them your picture and your, info and stuff.
And then they don't call you back.
And they don't play back. I mean, because there was so many people there, it was just, I was really kind of just nervous because I already had a monologue prepared, but they're just like, read this thing. Like,
God damn
it. But,
oh, hey.
Shame on you, Al. I don't know why I almost called you Alvin.
Damn.
That's really weird. I haven't hung out with my friend Alvin in a long time. That is weird. Adam, Alvin. Starts out with the same, Oh, that was a little,
yeah. Well, yeah, let's get off these sad...
That turned me on.
Let's get off these sad things.
I've got...
I'm not done with my week, but keep going.
Oh, that's right. We're still we're like an hour in.
Oh, seriously? Shit.
Yeah,
oh my God.
But no, but yeah, this is getting into actual freak fiction kind of stuff. My week is kind of...
Who is calling you?
You got a booty call over there, buddy?
Yeah.
No, it's... I hope not. It's my dad.
You guys must be very close.
No. I don't know what he wants.
Just turn your phone completely off.
Let's answer it. Let's put it on speaker.
Okay, we're just...
You got really quiet for a second.
Okay. But yeah, like for me, like Superman has had a prevalence in my life this week. One, because I have some filmmaking friends, and they're out in Guthrie. If I remember correctly, the film is completed, but they're out in Guthrie, and they actually got to shoot a film with Dean Cain.
Really?
Yes, Dean Cain of Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Dean Cain.
He played Clark Kent.
He's not my all-time favorite Superman, but he is one of my favorites.
He's a really good one.
Yeah.
And I'm just very sad because right now I could be out there taking a picture with him.
But you had to just come here and film this podcast.
No, like the film's done. I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where they're filming. I think it's in Guthrie, but he's out there somewhere, and I could be doing something about it.
This reminds me, just because you're talking about that, my friend John, the town in Colorado where Telluride, Colorado, where his parents live, they filmed Crazy 8 there, Quentin Tarantino's new film.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. Sorry.
Crazy 8.
It's they had 8 in it. And so.
What about it?
They're apparently going to do a premiere there.
Oh, cool.
And he's going to be there when they're going to do it. So he's going to try to go see the movie and meet Quentin Tarantino. I'm like, that's a big shot, but dude, you should at least try to see if you can get into the premiere, and watch it with producers and Quentin Tarantino's in the room.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. I remember
allegedly. That's what
I remember being on a Tarantino forum fan site or whatever, and this one guy talked about this is whenever Grindhouse was being filmed. They talked about that they found him shooting, and they had the white Dodge out there, the Vanishing Point car, and they didn't know exactly what was filming, but they saw it, and then they asked are you guys remaking Vanishing Point? And he was talking about it on there, and Quentin Tarantino mentioned that moment on the special features behind the scenes stuff. So that was pretty cool. So you never know, you might be there in passing. Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. again, I'm bummed about that. Also, Superman has got a new secret identity.
Oh yeah.
Archie Clayton. He's a truck driver, and the way he hides his secret identity is a hat. Isn't that awesome?
I mean, the whole glasses thing is silly too.
It's about as logical.
Yeah. Like, but yeah. And also there's a big brouhaha about the super dick.
The variant cover.
Yeah, the variant cover of Dark Knight 3, the third in the Frank Miller's trilogy. It's the Adam, if you remember the Adams cover, and there's a picture of like a really crazily drawn Superman. He looks like a caricature of Clint Eastwood, and he's got ripples and wrinkles and everything. And it looks like to some people that there's a bulge there, but to me it just looks like any other ripple that's drawn in that style that he.
Well, I mean, Superman's always got a little bit of a bulge, but I looked at it and I really couldn't tell.
Exactly. To me, it was just a bunch of wrinkles because he was spreading his legs, and there's wrinkles in his costume. So like, whatever.
People will do anything to see a dick.
Yeah, but I'm like, they're really upset about it. They're like, oh, why does he look so weird and crazy? And
why does he look so thick?
Yeah. Just like, it's Frank Miller, man. He's going to do his shit, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to thank him for it. Like,
and it's like kind of not really his style either to do anything like that.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Frank Miller, we wouldn't have a lot of the
good
way
Batman
comics
stories.
Yeah,
especially.
the way comics are in general right now.
The whole I don't think Christopher Nolan's Batmans would have been as dark.
Exactly. They pretty much the moment where he calls the bats in the first one with that that's straight out of Batman Year One. By Frank Miller.
Year One is one of my all-time favoriits.
And
then they had that cartoon.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That is the paperback in Year One.
Yeah.
The cartoon is it's so good. It's Bryan Cranston plays James Gordon.
Yeah, he'd be a good one if
he would be a really
in the new one.
Apparently, from what I've heard from other people and forums and stuff, that in the Batman versus Superman universe, James Gordon's already dead.
Oh, that's sad.
But that's just those are just another one of those crazy rumors.
Yeah.
But I really hope not.
Same.
Because Gordon was kind of just.
You can't have Batman without
Gordon. You
can't have Batman without Alfred. You can have Batman without Robin.
Yeah. You can definitely always have Batman without Robin.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that is. Is that
it for your week? Or?
Yeah, that's it for the week. But to clarify, I didn't think of my answer until after I got home. But my favorite ghost movie is The Frighteners. Peter Jackson stars Michael J. Fox. Check it out; it's really good.
Did we talk about that last week?
I didn't talk about that movie. I was just saying that I didn't think of it until after the podcast.
Oh yeah, we did. What's your favorite
ghost movie? I think
we covered. He answered this.
Oh, he did.
Beetlejuice.
And,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Casper.
Stop smelling.
Casper.
The one with what's her name?
Yeah.
She was a really big popular actor in the 90s.
Now, Christina Ricci. To finish off...
No, it wasn't Christina Ricci.
Are you talking about in Casper?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was her.
No.
I'm pretty sure that was Christina.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that since
I'm pretty sure
Christina Ricci, isn't she the girl in Breaking Bad?
No. Christina Ricci was in Addams Family.
Wednesday Addams.
She was also in Casper, if I remember correctly. Bill Pullman was in there.
I'm thinking Kristen Ritter.
Kristen Ritter, yeah.
I got those.
Yeah, I got you.
Which she's going to be fucking Jessica Jones.
Yeah. Now to close off our week and to get into the Halloween-y type stuff, we got a funny story. Today we were for you guys we were going to review the Halloween Whopper from Burger King, and we went up to Burger King to buy them before the podcast, and I went in there by myself. Mikey was out sitting in the car, being Mikey.
Well,
you don't have to explain why.
I don't need to go in.
Yeah, but anyways, we're on our way here. I went in and I asked, and they said that they discontinued them. I was like, what? And they're like, why? And then they pretty much the lady that was selling it was taking my order, and the drive-through lady all of a sudden got into a very frank conversation, like right in my face as I was about to order something to eat about why, and that's because it was turning people's poop green. So they discontinued it, and they got rid of all of the signage and everything, and because Burger King doesn't want to be associated with green poo,
I feel it just make it's a whole part of an experience.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You're having a novelty colorized bun. It's gonna happen.
It's the same thing with those those corn chips. Yeah. Those like black corn chips. The exact same thing happened.
They're blue.
Hey.
They look black, but they're blue.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They turn your poop green.
Same with Jell-O.
You just got to deal with it. Just
Jell-O?
Yeah, I went to this was 3 or 4 years.
They discontinued it because it was all over Facebook, and just Burger King wasn't about that. So sorry, folks, it's gone now. At least this year.
They're not about
if you eat a bunch of blue Jell-O, your poop will look like highlighter green.
Yeah. Now.
Just saying.
Fuck, that was a long week intro.
Yeah, it's like an hour.
Getting into the actual. Yeah, getting into the actual.
A lot
topics.
happened.
Getting into the actual topics. We're wanting to talk about strong women in horror films. Strong female characters.
Strong female leads. Not like strong as in like they're...
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like kick-ass women.
Badass women in horror movies.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I really can think of one, dude. I mean, I like horror movies, but they're not like my favorite, so I really haven't seen a ton of them.
Also, and like the only ones that you can really... Do you have any, Adam?
I do not.
Exactly. See, there's the point. The only ones that you can really name strong female characters, let alone strong female characters in horror, are Ripley from Alien.
Yeah.
And Sarah Connor from Terminator, specifically Terminator 2, because that's where she became badass. It's just, for some reason, it's really hard for women to be written like at all in a decent way, or at least that's the way it appears. Yeah. But for me, I found some examples that there's a difference between like actual strong female characters and then like faux female empowerment, like like Barbed Wire from the Pamela Anderson, or like fucking
Underworld,
the Catwoman.
Well, I think that's more of like a vampire thing.
Yeah, this counts as horror and shit. But yeah, that's a good strong character.
She's pretty badass.
Yeah,
dude.
she does her own thing. She gets shit done. But again, we're dudes, so girls are probably like, fuck you, that's not a good female role, or whatever. But yeah, like the only ones that I could really name were Buffy the Vampire Slayer, particularly the TV show.
Oh, yes. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think about it.
Well, I was thinking like specifically horror.
Yeah,
like I wasn't really thinking
horror,
like the whole spectrum. Well, I mean, you know what I mean?
He's thinking movies, not TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to me, the stronger version of Buffy is the TV show.
Yes,
there she's actually, that's a strong, positive role model for girls, in my opinion. And I care about this because I have a little fucking 7-year-old niece, and I give a shit because right now she's really into Barbie and Disney princesses.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm like, oh, so she likes Disney movies? To my brother, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. You're teaching her to be racist. That's cool.
Carrie.
What?
Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't I think about that until now?
That's another thing. She does become empowered in that movie.
Yeah.
At the very end, she has her due. But although that could be seen as negative, but we're talking about horror films, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I super got intellectual about that. But yeah, like
Professor Rudy over here.
Shit, sorry.
I'm gonna have TED Talks.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll definitely.
Every episode with Rudy's like a TED Talk.
Not on purpose.
I've noticed that.
Not on purpose. I don't know. This is just who I am. Deal with it. Roll with it.
Oh man.
Get weird.
Defensive over there.
Get weird with me, folks. Anyways, another good one is one of my favorite movies ever, particularly like in the 90s era of horror. Vivica Fox in Idle Hands.
Yes, dude.
She was really fucking solid in there because in that movie she was, doing her best to get shit done. She was trying to stop evil, and like at the very end, she was just like, "Yeah, it's time to fuck now," and she fucking yanks Jack Noseworthy out, and they go do their thing on screen.
Dude, maybe she should have got like her own spin-off from that.
Yeah, she's a strong enough actor. She could have.
Yeah.
But that's to me. Oh yeah, check out the movie to begin with, Idle Hands, because it's great.
If you haven't seen it, man, it came
awesome.
out like...
It's hilarious.
2001,
it's creative.
maybe.
It's got Seth Green.
Maybe earlier than that.
It's got Devin Sawa for the ladies who grew up loving Casper.
Yeah, and what? Casper.
Yeah.
I just talked about that.
It all comes full circle.
And then Seth Green.
Yeah, just mentioned that.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
And Jessica Alba for the dudes.
Yes, you get
to see some Jessica Alba booty. Damn, you guys went quiet for that. Made me feel bad.
I was just remembering it.
No, the more recent time, the best that I've seen a female character in horror is like, I don't know, have you guys seen the movie You're Next?
No,
okay.
Actually.
It's really good. Check it out. It's a home invasion movie.
Yeah.
And again, it's a simple premise. People come into a house to kill people for reasons I'm not going to get into.
I just remember Tiger Mask.
Yeah. There's wolf and tiger and some other people, but
frog.
Frog mask.
That's gonna happen. There's gonna be a killer frog.
I'm gonna do it.
Mask somewhere. Yeah, let's make that slasher movie. Moving on. But yeah, check out that movie. She's very strong. Like she actually, I don't want to spoil too much, but she was raised a specific way to where she can actually handle, deal with, and survive the situation that she gets put into. Now another one, which is kind of the thing is like in like horror movies when there's like usually when I see a strong female lead, it's usually the villain. She's usually like a monster of some kind, you know. Like I don't want to go into too much about this movie, but because I don't, it's spoilers. But another good is I can't remember her name, the main girl in High Tension. Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that one.
It's a French movie. Not many people have seen it. But the girl who played what was her name? Pablo Laguna, the blue alien opera singer in Fifth Element. She's in it. You get to see her without blue makeup. Yeah. So yeah, check out that movie because apparently no one has any idea what the fuck I'm talking
about. you're speaking a different language right now, man.
Oh yeah, because Mike's not talking about.
He's still thinking about Jessica Alba.
Yeah, I just keep thinking about that booty.
It's there.
Still good.
But yeah, this brings up a story for me because here's the thing that I do to teach me some screenwriting skills. It's the thing that I learned. I learned a while ago that Hunter S. Thompson, the guy who wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and a bunch of other stuff, Rum Diary. What he did is he rewrote, at least, I know for a fact he did Great Gatsby, but I don't know how many he did. He rewrote novels word for word. He at least did it for the Great Gatsby in order to get the flow of the book, right, and the rhythm, so that way he can teach himself how to create a rhythm. So after that, I'm like, I don't want to do a whole fucking novel, but I can apply that to screenwriting. So when I learned that, I started finding movie scripts of movies that I love, and I started rewriting them, and I revised them closer to the way that movie actually was. I did it for Night of the Living Dead. I did it for Memento. I did it for Scott Pilgrim. I've done it for a few movies. I did it for Cloverfield, a bunch of movies, just so I can get the rhythm of a specific thing down. So now I can I learned this from over here. I learned good structure from rewriting Memento. I learned character work over here. I did this and I did that. Yeah. You guys are looking at me like I'm.
Well, I know all this.
Yeah.
But,
I lived with you. I used to read that stuff to us all the time.
Yeah, and so I recently wrote a Creature from the Black Lagoon parody, and so in order to do that, in preparation, I rewrote the original Creature from the Black Lagoon script. There's no scripts online, so I watched the movie and I transcribed what happened on the screen and wrote my own version of the script like how I would write it. And the funny thing is whenever I was writing it, every time it got to the girl, I would always usually end up writing, she screams and hides, or some form of that. And I was just like, by the third time, I'm like, what the fuck? Who thinks like this? Who writes like this? Because me as a writer, my main instinct is to have every character do something whenever there's a monster involved, right?
Yeah.
Like the girl pick up a chair and throw it at or something, right? That's like the most, the basic thing you can do to defend yourself. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. But every time I wrote she screams, I was just like, what the fuck? Who writes like this? Who writes women like this? It's ridiculous. And because, I wrote the whole movie out, and then because of that, I specifically, in my Creature from the Black Lagoon parody, not to spoil anything, might you ever fucking see it. But
I'll see it, dude.
the girl...
They're making a remake of that.
Yeah, I heard about it. Guillermo del Toro was attached to it.
Yeah, I'm going to be in it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a
But yeah, I ended up writing to where the women in the parody actually, they kick ass and, they kill the creature and survives the day. But just my natural inclination as a writer, I'm like, why the fuck is this happening? What's up? Why can't we? What's going on? Can you guys give me any thoughts or reasons as to why you think such a thing is happening? Not just in horror film, but in movies at all, just where women are just
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of movies that were really badass females, and I can think of a bunch of them. Not just horror. Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman is fucking. That's such a good movie too. It's just, wow, that's the only I can think of right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad to try to make a point, but
yeah.
But there are plenty of good, strong female. I mean, sometimes there's supporting actresses, or
But like in Man of Steel,
standalone.
the female Kryptonian, what's her name, Farrah Oral, she should have been the villain instead of Zod because she was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
I don't know. It's still a lot of these. I think it's just Hollywood shit.
Yeah, they're scared of the Vagine because it's the only actually true organic creative power in the universe.
Usually, a girl is put in a movie for like sexual tension or you know like eye candy or whatever.
Or the victim.
Yeah, or the victim.
Exactly. That's their main goal. Like not specifically in horror, but like in anything in general.
But like, especially with like superhero movies, there definitely needs to be more female lead characters.
And there are great
standalone.
female superheroes.
There are so many, dude.
I heard a thing. A rumor that Thor 3 is gonna have Valkyrie in it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty cool. And Ronda Rousey's still pretty persistent about wanting to play Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And I was reading a bunch of comments on the internet like, "Oh, she can't act." I'm like, "How do you know?"
You haven't seen her act.
She's
The only time you've seen her act is her playing herself in Entourage. Probably.
like
I haven't
yeah.
seen that fucking movie, but I know that bit because it's in the trailer. I don't fucking care about
and
Entourage.
especially she's doing a role that you know she could portray well. I think that with the right help and the right director and the right writers, she could do a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave Bautista was Drax, and he's like...
That was really good. He surprised me.
Yeah, he surprised me too.
Did you hear about... he tried out, like... I remember, he tried out... He tried out a bunch of times to get that role because they really wanted the role. Mm-hmm. And whenever they finally were blown away by his performance, like he literally he started crying right there because he was really invested. He wanted to be this character because he's like he wanted to be Drax so bad.
Drax is so cool. It's funny too because he really doesn't get things.
Yeah,
and
it's much more complex in the comics.
Yeah, there's a part in the movie where someone's like, "That would just go over your head." He's like, "Nothing goes over my head. I'm too fast. I would catch it."
Yeah,
I just love his just innocence, but he's also like, "Don't fuck with that guy."
Yeah, yeah. Ah, good times. Who knew that The Rock could act? You know.
I thought that's like, didn't he kind of do that already? Like.
Well. Essentially, wrestling is acting.
Yeah.
It's essentially a soap opera based around a sporting event show.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing, the written fake behind the scenes.
Don't tell that to my brother, though.
Yeah.
That reminds me of. Have you ever seen Ready to Rumble?
Yes.
Where his dad's like frisking him. He's like, "Wrestling's fake," and he's like, "Wrestling's not fake." I haven't watched that movie. I would like to get that movie. Do you have it?
But
yeah, I have it.
What movie don't you have?
Name some. I will probably find at least one.
But go to my brother and when he's watching wrestling because he watches wrestling every week. He's done it since forever. Mm-hmm. But just go up to him and say, "This is fake," and then he'll get really pissed off at you. Like, do I come? He's like, "Do I come in your room whenever you're watching whenever you're watching your shows and say this is all acting?" It's like. It's none of this is real.
I mean, wrestling is real, but it's planned.
Yeah. It's like
I mean, those dudes are really.
They really care about the story.
Yeah.
That's what they're passionate. They just can't articulate that they really care about the story.
I was really into it, when you go back in the day with Diamond Dallas Page and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And
I remember
Sting was my favorite dude.
Yes.
I remember watching a show. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember that the guy in the first Mortal Kombat movie, the first victim that Shao Tsung takes the soul out of. That guy, he was in it. He was one of the main characters, and it was a kung fu TV show. Essentially, it was like wrestling but with kung fu.
That's so cool.
So they all had their own backstories, and one guy, that particular character that I'm talking about, he was like a cyborg and shit, and not real cyborg, but he built cybernetic armor because of tragic backstory, and I was really into that show, and I got a season and a half. I think it was more than one season and a half, a ton of episodes in, and then I just realized this is just like wrestling, and I didn't care. It was it's a good show because I was invested in the story.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me, since you said kung fu, I read this thing. I think his last name is also pronounced Odenkirk. I don't think there's any relation to Bob Odenkirk, but Steve Odenkirk. He created the Kung Pao movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
They are remaking it.
Really?
They're going to do a sequel finally.
Oh, cool.
That's
because if you remember at the very end of the movie, they kind of led up. But they kind of were making fun of a bunch of things that were relevant at the time, like The Mummy and like Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Yeah.
But he said he's finally, like, he's ready to do it again. Like, he's already got a really good idea set. He's got a few, like, scripts or something.
If I remember correctly, that guy also did Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins. If I remember correctly. That's a really good movie.
Well, like, Kung Pao is one of those movies that's so stupid that you can't...
It's so funny,
yeah,
though,
you can't help but love it.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
I was like 13 or so, and I think, or 14 when
we
it
were
came
upset.
out.
Like, in middle school, we were obsessed with that movie. It was so fun.
I love that. And his little tongue, dude.
Yeah.
He would, like, feed it. And what
the
he
main
did
thing
is
that I remember is like the uniboob.
Yeah. What was her name? Her name's Woe? Was her name Woe? I think it was her name Woe.
Do you have Kung Pao?
Actually, I don't.
Boom!
Yeah, well, because I'm not as into the movie as everyone else on the planet is, apparently.
Well, do you like all the movies
you
you
found
have?
one. You happy? You found
Do you
a
like
movie
all
that
the movies you have, though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rudy.
Dude, like, I can...
Rudy.
Dude,
Rudy.
I got rid of the movies that I didn't like.
See, you did have movies. Yeah.
But dude, just like specifically, like there's movies in my collection that I have just so I can get an idea of what the quote unquote general movie going audience likes.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is just doesn't really take much anymore.
Exactly. The second that I learned that, I'm like, okay, I can get rid of this shit now.
Like Fast and the Furious, for example.
Fuck that shit.
I saw the first one when it came out, and I was a kid then. It was cool because there's cars driving fast.
That's the first movie that I saw at a drive-in theater.
That's what I saw. I saw that in Scary Movie.
Oh, mine was the opening movie, and then the second movie was Jurassic Park 3. I went to see Jurassic Park 3.
Scary Movie 2 was what I saw it with.
Okay, cool.
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, Fast and Furious. Yeah. I'm not into those movies. Everybody else is
Fun fact for people who don't know, that is actually a remake.
What?
Fast and Furious. It is a remake of Roger Corman's first film.
Yeah, I knew that.
No one else fucking knows it on
I had no idea.
But there are plans to make 3 more Fast and the Furious
movies. God.
They know they're going to make money off it. That's really all they're going to do. And same with Transformers.
4 more Transformers.
4 more?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm going to be in one of them, dude.
Oh, you're going to be Soundwave?
I'm going to be Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
I just want one of them to transform into a boombox and get it over with. Like, I want to see
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
They did, but it was like it wasn't a
boombox.
It was like a CD player.
But like, I want to see Soundwave. I want to see.
You did. He was a satellite.
That wasn't the real Soundwave.
just know
I want a big ass like 1984 ghetto blaster.
Just remember that Michael Bay is here to ruin your entire childhood.
He's not going to do anymore. He's not going to do it.
Good. I don't want him to do another Ninja Turtles movie, but
I don't want him to do another movie ever again.
I didn't want him to do Ninja Turtles in the beginning.
Who's going to direct it now? Uwe Boll?
Possibly.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Michel Gondry. That'd be badass.
Michel Gondry would direct the fuck out of anything.
Dude, yeah. You give that guy anything, and he's gonna turn. One of my favorite. I think. Well, the very first movie where I saw of his, where I was like, "This is the most unique, eye-appealing movie," was Science is Sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
really
I love that movie so much.
Yes.
And then Be Kind Rewind was also really good.
Yeah.
I love the idea. Those are 2 of movies. And then he also did Green Hornet.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a really different form of his style.
Yeah.
Except for like a lot of the fight scenes with Kato are kind of a little more, what would you say?
Gondry-esque?
Yeah.
Because they're a little kooky?
Yeah, but the whole thing, he got down with the Black Beauty and stuff.
Yeah. Man, that was a really underrated movie.
I've actually never seen that.
A lot of people bash it.
I think I have it.
I just remember people shitting on it and then like.
Dude, it's not that bad of a movie. I understand. You've got a bunch of really good actors.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz is in it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the little dude who plays Kato's name?
I can't remember.
Freaking Seth Rogen does a really good job.
One thing that was really cool about that movie is that I saw Edward Norton. He played like the meth dude. And I was like, oh shit, Edward Norton's in movies again. And then he wasn't. He just wasn't.
The guy
was in the movie for some reason.
What part?
The guy who gets the message back to.
That's not Edward Norton.
That is Edward Norton. Not Edward Norton. I said.
Jamie.
Fucking the kid who was in Terminator 2.
Yeah, not Edward Norton.
Edward Furlong. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Edward
I was
Furlong.
gonna say Edward Norton wasn't in that.
Edward Furlong. Furlong.
He's in it for a brief.
But he didn't show up in any other movies. At least not that I saw. So that made me sad.
That was really cool seeing him. But definitely watch that, dude. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Back on topic.
Topics.
Like the 50th tangent.
Well, I mean, do we have anything else? Since we have to
favorite vampire and werewolf
movies.
Yeah.
That's us again.
You guys just talk about that shit. I'll just sit the fuck over
No,
here.
you got the question of the week.
Interview with a vampire.
Okay, apparently he's a 13-year-old girl. You first, though.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Explain why, though, because we didn't do that last time.
Twilight.
Favorite vampire movie? I mean, I like a lot of vampire movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like 30 Days a Night, I like Lost Boys, I like the original Nosferatu and shit. So it's really hard to choose one.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say 30 Days a Night just because it was a really good comic book movie. They adapted it really well. And two, the vampires were different. They went back to the Nosferatu style. They don't want to fuck you. They want to eat you, vampires.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I loved about it. And it was actually like, it was scary. They were actually terrifying in that movie.
Well, here's something that many people know. Is that that was supposed to be a movie first. They didn't sell the script, and then it became a comic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I have digital versions of all the comics.
I guess I could say I remember watching Dracula growing up, and I just thought that was pretty cool.
Which one did you
see? One?
Yeah, the Bela Lugosi one.
Yeah, that's another some more of my favorites.
I just love him too.
And you want to do my werewolf one now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do both of them.
Favorite werewolf movie? Ginger Snaps. Ever seen that?
Actually, I've not seen it, but I heard about it all the time.
It's a really good movie. It's actually a series. I haven't gotten around to watching them all, but
I know
they're really good. They're really good movies. Like, and we were talking earlier about strong female roles.
Yeah.
The main characters, the werewolves, they're sisters. There's two sisters, Ginger and I forget what I can't remember.
Snaps.
No, it's Ginger and I forget what her sister's name is. But they're afflicted with the werewolf curse. Yeah. So and it's about them trying to deal with it, and it's actually they're not stereotypes. They're actually people. It's really, really good, and it's got humor. It's got horror in it. It's got, I think there's probably nudity in there somewhere.
Yeah,
all the good stuff. But they're really good movies.
Awesome.
And I really want to watch them again. I wonder if they're on Netflix.
Okay. Cool. All right. My turn. Shit. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat all of a sudden. Okay, my bad.
That was a pretty good frog impression, Adam.
That was a great job, sir.
Thank you.
My favorite vampire, I have multiple. But main reason for what you said is that they're old school. They just want to fucking eat you, vampires. Those are my kind of vampires. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yep.
Which is a great thing because it's not all about vampires. It starts off as a basic fucking heist movie.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, oh shit,
vampires.
Exactly. That's a great build. And I love movies that actually build instead of just here's the shit now. It's so annoying to me. Here's one that not many people know about. It's called The Forsaken.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like an old school, drive-through style kind of movie. Again, vampires are just out to fucking beat the shit out of you and eat your face. But the great thing about Forsaken is that something that's been taken out of the vampire lore that I kind of wish we had back, especially with the another favorite original and remake, Fright Night movie.
Yeah.
In the original, you had a familiar / ghoul, person who did the day-to-day shit that vampires couldn't do because it's daytime, who would be supposed to become a vampire later on. And they have one of those in The Forsaken. He's a really burnt out on it. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to be a vampire. And the main reason he's doing it is just to fucking not die. Okay. And then a really great one that not many people know, but they know at least a few clips from it because it's on it's a Nick Cage movie. And he goes batshit in it. Pun intended. Vampire's Kiss. It's a really good movie. Check it out. Essentially, Nick Cage works in a publishing company, and he's one of the higher-ups. And he meets a lady, has a one-night stand, and apparently she's a vampire, and she decides to ruin his fucking life. And it's really good. And you can't tell if it's real or if he's going insane, and it's brilliant.
There was a movie out in 1990. I can't remember. I think it's just called Vampires.
Yeah.
And it's done isn't it done I think
John Carpenter's Vampires.
Maybe.
It's got James Woods.
Isn't it done like a documentary kind of?
Oh
Maybe it might be the same thing. It might be the same movie. I'm not sure because I know there's one that's kind of done like a documentary style where they're kind of like it's like they're all fuck vampires. Yeah.
That's another one that's not on my list actually. To remind me of John Carpenter's Vampires.
That's another good one.
It's a great vampire.
What about Werewolves, Rudy?
Werewolf, American Werewolf in London, standard. Yes. Lesser. Yeah, we mentioned Teen Wolf, but that's more of a horror comedy. No, don't even have to go into the reasons why. But another one is Wolf, stars Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and James Spader, which is kind of the same thing as
I just love James Spader, man.
As do I. And it's kind of weirdly, it came out at the same time, if you remember correctly, as Vampire's Kiss. It's about Jack Nicholson, who works in the publishing company, and he somehow becomes a werewolf. And his life gets fucked up. You can't tell if it's, well, actually, it's better. You can kind of tell that it's actually happening in the movie. And it seems like he thinks he's going crazy at first, but then. And it has one of the best lines ever that is super hilarious from James Spader ever, where he says, I will literally skull fuck you to death.
Yeah. I think I've actually seen that now.
Yeah.
Because that line sounded really familiar. James Spader. Oh, sorry. We could do a whole episode on that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, but those are mine.
Yeah, James Spader came in to The Office like in the later seasons after Steve Carell left.
Yeah, I remember seeing like trailers. I didn't.
And dude, he plays like the most awesome character. He's like, I don't know. It's James Spader. It's like they wrote that for him. Kind of like how Robert Downey Jr. playing Tony Stark is just like, this is that guy. You know what I mean? This is Tony Stark. But he's just really awesome in that.
I gotcha.
I guess you just have to like The Office. And
I actually haven't seen like I've seen like the first two seasons.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes. Dude, I thought they were funny, but like
it is seriously one of my favorite comedies.
I've never gotten around to like actually watching it.
And then I already talked about that. I was gonna say, brought me kind of thinking about comedies again and how Silicon Valley is about to come out with their new season.
Cool.
So you should go get HBO.
Check it out.
And catch up. Yeah. Because it's another Mike Judge thing, like I said before. It's really well written. It's just him creating another cult classic.
Yeah.
I mean, name one thing that he's done that's not good.
I can't really name anything.
Dude, Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, Office Space.
To be honest, I'm not that much of a fan of King of the Hill.
Dude, I love King of the Hill because
everybody.
It's like really dry. It's really dry humor.
I'm not about it.
Well, it's not that bad though.
Yeah, it is not bad.
When I grow up, I'll probably end up becoming Dale Gribble.
Yeah. I want to be Bobby.
All right. You want to do a question of the week there, Mike?
Oh yeah, the question of the week. You can answer, which you probably won't, but we really
I would suggest that you fucking interact with us,
answer it.
I mean, we've got a Twitter, we've got a Facebook.
We're tired of being ignored by people.
Just say something. I know, like, there's a couple, like your friend Gary and Dustin Martin.
There are at least 3 people who listen to this regularly.
I don't know who Dustin Martin is, but I noticed that he
actually
he's one of my friends. Yeah, he's one of my friends.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Dustin for being
what up, buddy?
A trooper.
We're acknowledging your existence.
Yeah.
Because you acknowledge ours.
So you better answer this question, or we're going to delete you off our Facebook.
We're going to delete you.
Real quick, the other night I posted the fact that Playboy isn't going to do nudes anymore.
So sad.
And in the information that tells you how many people have checked out that article.
Yeah.
743 last time I checked. Where are those people listening to us? Why aren't they on the YouTube and shit? Where are they?
I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's just people scrolling through Facebook and they just see it.
Yeah. Whatever, but that's the most viewed thing right now.
But yeah, it's because of internet porn.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I mean, I know it's kind of.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh,
he said you can see any sex act you want, on the internet for free.
But Playboy was classy. It's like, it's a little nipple. They never showed Vagine.
I think they did.
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen an actual Playboy since I was 12, so I don't know.
Yeah,
it's tasteful nudes.
It's been a fortnight.
Yeah, the second that
it's not even really
came into my
classified
house,
as porn, really. I don't think.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, but anyways, the question of the week.
The question of the week: are alien movies still relevant? And are we just waiting? Because I mean, there hasn't really
like
been...
Ridley Scott alien movies.
No, we're talking about
just
alien movies
in general.
Aliens in general, not just. I mean, Alien, not like the Alien franchise.
Extraterrestrial.
Just
movies, because it's that people kind of stopped making those.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the last movie that I saw where like being an alien was like integral to the plot. You know, there's aliens in Guardians of the Galaxy, but they just happen to be there. There's
that's different because it's in space.
Yeah, they're just characters.
It takes place in space.
Exactly, so. But like last time I saw that the fact that there's an alien was like relevant at all to the plot or the story or anything was Paul.
Yeah.
The Watch, remember that?
Oh yeah, forgot to watch. Didn't that come out a little bit before Paul? No, it came out after.
Probably around the same time.
Yeah, that one, but that one didn't do so well because of the what happened, the unpleasantness that was.
But what's cool about that I didn't know, I just learned this the other day. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg wrote it.
Yeah,
but they're not even in it. So it's like one of the Seth Rogen's movies. He's not even in.
Yeah.
I think that if
Jonah Hill's in it though.
I'm gonna say this. Just to get it out there, I don't like Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
I don't really care for. I mean, I don't hate him. I just don't really. For some reason, I just don't like looking at his face. And I thought if Seth Rogen were to play his character, the movie probably would have been a little better. Or if you got kind of his group together, like if it was
he was
like
okay in that, yeah.
If it was like him and James Franco and.
No, because then you would never Chioda, and Chioda makes that movie for me.
Well, I mean, keep him in it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Instead of all those other douchebags. Jonah Hill is like seriously one of my favorite people. He is like the funniest guy when he's in those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Any of Seth Rogen's movies, because Seth Rogen can write for him really well because that's why Seth Rogen's movies are so good because usually his friends are in it.
And he's got those people
that he spent like
his entire life,
especially like since Freaks and Geeks, a lot of those people that are in his movies now are people that he's worked with in Freaks and Geeks or Undeclared or something like that. But anyway, but just if you have any idea or you want to just tell us like what your alien movie would be, or because they're already going to be doing the 3 other
Ridley Scott aliens,
Prometheus
and all that,
the follow up to that. But is there any alien movies that they made a long time ago that you want to remake, or do you think they should go completely original and come up with a whole new abduction story kind of thing? I mean, we're seeing a bunch of repeats with every other genre.
Yeah.
And also, like, when there's aliens in movies now, it's more about, like, sci-fi action. It's not about, like, speculative fiction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is, like...
Paul was, like you said, that's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I really like Paul.
I really did like Paul, too.
I like Simon Pegg, too.
Yeah.
And Nick Frost.
There's just, like... I don't know. There's something about, like, the mystery and awe of a being from elsewhere that I enjoy, and that, I just want to hang out with this dude.
My favorite alien right now is probably Roger from American Dad.
Yeah. He's a good alien.
He does, like, the perfect comedic portrayal of an alien.
Yeah.
He's not a guy, he's not a girl, so he's, like, he can be gay, but he's not.
Yeah.
It just works because he's an alien.
Yeah.
And the fact that he wears all these disguises all the time.
And actually, if you think about it, the most logical way to go about sexuality when it involves aliens, like if you want to be like Captain Kirk, you kind of have to be bisexual, because if you don't know what's going on, really, like you could be attracted, it could be like a hot, green girl, right? But you don't.
So how do we know what Ahora's got down there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's not an alien; she's human.
Well, she's green.
Yeah.
She's not?
Why am I think because I'm thinking Gamora.
Yeah, there you go.
And then the scene where she walks in and Captain Kirk's having sex with her roommate.
Her
roommate is green.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got that mixed up.
Anyway, but
Ahura, Gamora, same actress.
Yeah, it's easy to mistake.
Yeah. Don't Trek. Yeah. I don't watch much Star Trek.
It's just like, dude, everyone just be bi. It's a smart move.
Well.
No, actually, it's scientifically proven that everyone is bisexual. And if you think about it too much, you're fucking gay.
I'm touching both of them. Just kidding.
I just used the stand-up joke for my set. That's the first time you hear it first.
Well, I don't want to get into this. I'm not bi. I'm just saying I can see, like... I can see a good personality in somebody and find someone attractive, but not in a sexual way.
Yeah.
It's like I love this person's personality and just who they are.
You can straight up tell someone that they're a
You want
beautiful
to make
piece of
out?
man
I'm
meat.
just kidding.
Yeah. Dude, that's the way I am. I'm like, hey, you're awesome. I find you attractive because, like, to me, I have my own image of myself.
Yeah.
And what I think is attractive about myself, and also what I don't think is attractive about myself. I'm the same way with other people.
So let's end that on a gay note.
Well,
No, it's not. I mean, I don't really give a shit, but I can see where some people are like.
Mikey's squirming.
I can see where some people are like, oh yeah, I could go both ways, but that's just not me, man. I don't want to see anybody else's penis or have to
Not
be
yet.
around it. That's when the show ends.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. God, this got really. I'm really uncomfortable now.
I can tell. I
It's
was
perfect.
totally crying into you to make
Well,
you
I
more
was
uncomfortable.
trying to get the words out in a way to where it's. I mean, I'm not worried what people think about me, but I was just worried about just how it would come out. Maybe be like, "Roar."
The title of this episode is going to be Mikey Gets Gay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time for this to end. We're like right at the time. We've
Yeah,
got.
like let's end on a less awkward note. What's something? What's on your minds, you guys? Just real quick. We can't have.
Killed a snake yesterday.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
No, we can't have
I already said
have the Halloween Whopper green poo. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
man. Well, you know what? Let's make our own bread.
Let's make our own green poo.
We can make our own green poop. Easy, dude.
I have no idea if this is a better ending or not.
I actually had an idea to do something like at the end of each episode is where I give people like a recipe for something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Whether it be like a drink or like something easy for like especially for one person because that's
Yeah.
a lot of the times I'm cooking just for myself or you guys. Like you're the only people I've ever fed. Like,
Aw.
well, that's not true, but.
Lately,
I mean, I always have something that I prepare, like, okay, if the guys are coming over today, I'm going to make, like, I think the last, 3 weeks it's been, burritos.
Burritos and tacos.
Burritos
different
and
form of burrito or taco.
Yeah.
Burritos and tacos are seriously so cheap and so easy to make, and you can make it taste pretty good. I mean, it's not going to taste like you got
And
it.
it's really hard to fuck up a burrito or a taco.
Yeah.
The only way you could is if you burn the meat.
You just got to season the meat, right? Cumin. That's really all you need is cumin, because that's, a really...
Cumin.
Why is that funny? Does that
Keep
mean
going.
something different in Spanish?
Maybe. Keep going.
Tell me.
No,
Does it
I
mean
have-
something different in Spanish?
I have no idea. I just have a dirty mind. You said cumin.
Cumin, onions, garlic, cilantro. That's all you need in any kind of meat.
Yeah.
If you're using chicken, same thing, but with lime juice.
Yeah.
Just cook that shit up, throw it on a tortilla with some cheese. You got stew going.
Yeah. And if it's not good enough, wrap it in bacon, top it with guacamole.
Actually, if you're listening and you feel the need to comment, which fucking suggest you do it because I'm so tired of people just looking at shit, not saying anything.
Yeah.
And we have 20 plus
Yeah, well, we got dozens of views
Listens.
of these things.
on YouTube and on SoundCloud. It's like, who the fuck is listening to this? Are you guys?
Why aren't they commenting?
Why aren't they letting us know they exist?
Get active.
Let us know you exist by posting a picture of your favorite thing to eat on our page.
Or a sexy selfie.
Or a sexy selfie.
We don't encourage it, but it is appreciated.
Hey,
But
you
mostly
chastise
guys
me.
listen to our podcast.
Oh God.
Yeah.
There's
No,
no-
just, you
That's
got
like
two
one
girls.
girl.
I was gonna say
One
like,
girl
like,
for certain.
She's like my sister. That'd be weird.
like episode
Weird.
1. I said.
God damn it! Why are we hitting on all these weird notes?
Like episode 1, I said nudes. And you guys chastised me for that.
Yeah, Rudy's the perverted one today.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Let's end this madness.
to get all gay and sexual.
Let's go to the club, guys.
Oh God, just please at least post something on her Facebook or share it. Just be like, hey, these are my friends. They do a podcast every week. Check it out, and then press fucking enter. It's all you gotta do.
If you're listening to this, chances are you've already fucking subscribed to the YouTube. You've already, you're already following.
And you got this far.
Yeah.
The
Why
SoundCloud?
aren't you getting active?
Yeah.
Like.
I think people just play this while they're fucking.
I think if we keep just promoting the Facebook and keep sharing stuff on Facebook, our Facebook will build up.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to see that where people are sharing, some
Yeah.
people are sharing our stuff,
Actually sharing. Yes.
and that gets our name out to
Yeah.
another 500 people we may not know
Yeah.
from somebody else.
Do whatever you're doing, but do it better.
Yeah.
Do it more often. Do it more often.
Yeah. Listen to this.
We love you all. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't there, we're just madmen speaking to
the people I know. How do you say your uncle's name? Jorge.
Jorge Ariola.
Thank you, Jorge. Ariola.
Sorry.
Sorry. I can't say that. I
Dirty,
can't roll my
white
R's.
man.
Well, it's just the way it sounds.
Hola, Jorge, gracias.
Yeah, whatever Rudy said.
Fuck you.
Mikasa Sukoche. Gary Smith.
Yes.
Is his name? Dustin Martin. Amelia Carpenter. I know you all exist and you got this far into the podcast. You didn't just listen.
Thank you, Amelia, for the.
Oh, she's gonna be in town this week, and she's gonna give me that sketch that she did of you. I'm gonna
frame it. Yeah,
that's what I do. I'm gonna put it in a frame, and I'll have her.
We should make that the icon for this one. Tuna me. She made a tuna picture of me.
Yeah, we'll do that
because of my tuna headache incident.
But
after she listened to it, she sent me. She's like, "Fuck you." She's like, "I'll do it," So
no, but it's funny because it looks like she gave you a little tuna dick because there's a fin that's placed in a specific region.
Oh, now she's gonna feel bad about that.
No, it's funny. Roll with it, Amelia.
I don't think tuna
have
dicks.
No,
I think it's like internal. It's kind of like
I think that's
it's kind of like the mouth of the alien.
She probably looked at the tuna fish and just drew the body.
That's what I'm guessing she did. But
your head looks.
We're not criticizing. We laugh at Amelia.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, let's end. That's a good note to end on. Don't say anything else.
You guys rock.
I'm Mikey White.
I'm Adam Burr.
I'm Rudy Ramone.
Have a good night.
And get active.
God damn it.
Why did I say good night? How do I know it's night for them?
See you guys later.
Good day.
Same freaky time, same freaky channel.
Shut up!